It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Eagles and the Ravens on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, to get that done.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A.J. Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Williams being motioned left. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Ravens hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 11. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away to his left. And it gets through, and now an opening. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they push the lead up to it into 3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. He's got this almost to the 40 before going 19 yards. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. If you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They run out of the gun with Swift. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Hurts sets up to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Odafe Owe in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over over here just shy of the 30. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. On the move to his left. Nifty move. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Check. Hey, check that.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Taken at the goal line. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete here.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens ready to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 67 yards rushing now, on 8 carries for him so far. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Jackson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They got 29 yards that time. They'll run with Mitchell. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their ball.
And he caught it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Beverly. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Move!
On 1st down, it's Clark, and he stopped immediately there. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on...
The pressure gets to him again. Patrick Queen, his 2nd sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Hurts. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, report! Hey!
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 33 yards that time. Is a defense run a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 30 yards there. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mitchell. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Mitchell again. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 12. 2:12 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They go play action with Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And now following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Once more with Mitchell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Jackson being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Complete to number 88.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this is caught by Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. So left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better.